I would like to thank my family. You guys have been there for me through everything, all my panic attacks and crying and happy times, whatever. My boyfriend, and I also want to thank my professors, Wagner, Rasmussen, and Maxon, Patno. You guys were really, really awesome and easygoing, so thank you.
I would like to thank my mom, my dad, and my brother for all their support, and I would like to thank all the professors at Xavier for helping me get this far.
I would like to thank my mom, my dad, and my twin brother for all their support throughout these 4 years, as well as my research boss at Cincinnati Children's and all the professors at Xavier University.
I would like to thank my parents for their consistent support, as well as my younger sister and my grandparents. I would also like to thank Xavier Psychology faculty for their consistent support as well.
I'd just like to thank my family, and I especially want to thank my children for words of encouragement, little notes on my laptop, and just being behind me the whole way and being a part of this journey with me and being now here with the celebration of my graduation. I thank them all and I love them all dearly.
I want to say thank you to all my professors, all the faculty at Xavier who have included me in various opportunities, and to my parents for just supporting me and allowing me to come to a school like this.
I'd like to thank my parents for giving me the opportunity to be here at Xavier University, as well as giving me opportunities to grow throughout life, as well as my sister for being there for me whenever I needed her and for being my best friend, as well as all my other close friends that have helped me throughout all of my life and given me whatever I needed.
And I'd like to take a moment just to thank God for helping me to get through this. And I want to take a moment to thank my mom and my daughter and all of my family and friends for their support. I really appreciate you all. This is a proud moment for all of us.
I'd like to thank my parents and my family and all the great professors I've had at Xavier. It's been a wonderful time.
I would really like to thank my parents and my grandfather Norm for really being there for me and supporting me even when I didn't believe in myself.
I'd like to thank my family for supporting me the whole way through, and my friends who also supported me, along the way once I got to meet them.
First, I want to thank God for helping me through this program. And also I want to thank my family, especially my husband and my children that went through this with me. It was a little rough and tough and challenging, but all their support helped me through this program. And also I want to thank all my professors. I cannot mention all their names one by one, but I really appreciate their support and guiding through all the process through this program. And also I want to thank all my classmates, their support, and clinical people that help through the precepting in clinical offices that are not even within school system, but they all made this happen. I thank everyone.
I'd like to thank my parents for giving me the opportunity to send me here, the friends that I've met along the way, and especially my professors that I've had throughout my Xavier time, especially the Williams College of Business.
I guess I'll thank my parents for just helping me come to Xavier and pushing me in all my academics and stuff. I would say thank you to all my professors, especially Dr. Hink and Dr. Maxian for always pushing me and just showing me the student I can be.
I just want to thank my friends, my family, every professor that's ever helped me throughout my journey at Xavier. It has been great. I couldn't have done it without the support I had within the Xavier community and from my family as well.
I want to say a huge thank you to my grandparents for helping me pay for this, because I never would have been able to do the amazing things in my major without coming here. Thank you to my parents for dealing with all of the crap of me having to be here early for rehearsals, me being home and coming back so often, and being such a huge support to me, and the rest of my family who've all just been so supportive to me. And to my amazing theater department, I love all of you so much. Thank you for being the reason that I've gotten through these crazy 4 years, and I love you all so much.
I'd like to thank my family, specifically my mom and dad, Sue and Rich, all my friends, and everybody who's helped me along the way.
So I'd like to thank my parents, friends, families, loved ones, probably even strangers too, but most importantly my family. They've carried me throughout this whole journey, little bits and the big bits as well.
I would like to thank my teachers for all the help I've gotten from them over the last 4 years, and I would like to help my parents for helping me make it through, and I would like to thank my friends especially for being there for me the past 4 years.
I would just like to thank my mom. She has been my rock through these last 4 years, but also my Center for Diversity and Inclusion family.
There's too many people to thank for the journey that I had in college, but specifically to the administration at Xavier University who made it possible for me to come here, and to the finance and business analytics departments, especially Professor Kim Renners, Professor Joel Acey, who have done so much to help me get to where I am today.
I would like to thank my parents, my teammates, and my advisors and professors.
I want to thank my parents, all of my friends and cross-country teammates, and all of my amazing professors at Xavier who have made my experience really special.
I want to thank everyone in the education department, especially Dr. Angeloni and Dr. Cucci, for making me the middle school teacher that I'm going to be today. I don't think I would be anywhere without you all, and I just want to say thank you so much for making me the teacher I am today.
I'd like to thank all the professors. They were all just fantastic.
I want to thank my parents and my family for all of their encouragement and support during nursing school, and I want to thank all the professors who pushed me to keep going when things were tough, and my friends who were there along the way throughout the entire experience.
I really want to thank my parents for supporting me throughout my college experience. I came into college not really knowing what I wanted to be or do, so I was kind of always confused, so they helped me stay grounded and stay true to myself, and now I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, and I have to thank them. I thank them for that, making me feel like it's okay not to know right from the bat.
I want to thank my parents for believing in me this entire time and always staying engaged with what I was doing at school and really investing in my education and making me the best person that I can be.
I want to thank my parents and my family and friends from home. You guys supported me from 2,000 miles away, and I couldn't love or thank you more for doing so. I grew so much, and everything I'm doing is for you.
I want to thank my husband and my 5-year-old son. Also like to thank my parents and my coworkers at Cincinnati Children's who have helped me on this journey.
I'd like to thank my parents, Todd and Deborah, my sister Madeline, my aunt Leslie, my grandparents, Warren, Patricia, Virginia and Ambrose, my uncle Dwayne, everybody who's helped me along the way. Thank you so much.
I would like to thank my parents for always encouraging me to pursue whatever it is that I want in life. I want to thank all my friends for getting me through all the emotional stress of school these past 4 years. I want to thank my grandparents who have been so supportive of my art career.
I want to thank everyone along the way who's helped me. Sometimes it's not been the easiest, but I want to thank my family, my friends, and just everyone who I've met every single day at Xavier.
I want to thank my parents for paying for college, for seeing it through, helping me be the last child of 5 graduate. I want to thank my papa for the years that he could make it when he was alive. And I want to thank my grandma for sticking it through and being there for me. And my church family, thank you. And thank you, Xavier Biology Department and Chemistry Department, for all your help through the sciences.
I would like to thank my parents for helping me through college, for all the friends that I have made along the way, and for Father B, who has inspired me every step of the way through college.
I'd like to thank my parents for bringing me here, and then I'd also like to thank all the marketing professors for giving me this great opportunity and really showing me everything that I'm capable of. And then especially my roommates that I've lived with since freshman year. I honestly could have not made it here without you guys.
I'd like to thank my parents for always supporting me and keeping me calm when I'm stressed. I'd also like to thank all of my professors, specifically Professor Jackie Lyon. She's been such a role model to me, and she's just taught me what it's like to be a great student and a great person.
I'd like to thank my family and all my professors, especially Dr. VW and Dr. Highland. I don't think I'd be in the position I am today without either of them, so big thank you.
Thanks to my parents for helping me to get to where I'm at, and thank you to my professors for helping to teach me everything I need for after college.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad and all my professors, just for believing me and giving me the opportunity to show off my talents here at Xavier. And I just really appreciate them and everything they've done for me. And I love them all and I appreciate them.
I want to thank my family, my beautiful fam bam, for being there for me every step of this beautiful, crazy journey at Xavier. I want to thank my mom for supporting me in everything that I do, my dad for being my rock, and my sister for always being there for me emotionally and physically for anything that I need. I also want to thank all my professors, my marketing professors, you know who you are, and all my beautiful, wonderful friends who have supported me, been so encouraging, and been so loving and inspiring these past 4 years.
I have to thank my parents, of course, my grandparents for making this possible. I would not be in the situation I'm in financially or even emotionally if it weren't for their support. And also my professors, particularly Dr. Brownlee, Dr. Gottlieb, Dr. Quinn, and Dr. Buchanan, for helping me get through college and being there to assist me.
I would personally just like to thank my family, my friends, specifically my parents, for all of their support and help in getting me here and just encouraging me throughout the entire 4 years here at Xavier. And also my professors for their countless support and help whenever I needed it.
I would like to thank my grandparents, my uncle, and my parents because I wouldn't have gotten as far as I have without them.
I want to thank my parents. They have undyingly supported me, and without them I would not be here. So thank you so much.
I would like to thank my family, specifically my parents and my brother, for always supporting me emotionally, financially, just helping me to laugh and stay positive.
I would like to thank my parents and my grandma and grandpa for supporting me and encouraging me to go get a college degree and supporting me financially.
I'd like to thank my parents and my siblings for supporting me and keeping me laughing and always answering my calls when I'm stressed. And I'd also like to thank the whole athletic department staff for supporting me as a student athlete for the past 4 years.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Thank you so much for supporting me over these 4 past years. I could not have been where I am today without you all. I'd also like to thank all of my friends and my extended family. You guys have been rocks for me, and I honestly would not know who I am and what I'm supposed to do in life without you all. And I'd also like to thank my professors. Thank you so much for teaching me what it's like to be a real adult and help me be more prepared for the real world.
I want to thank my parents and everyone around me who I'm really close to and I have great relationships with. I wouldn't be who I am today without those relationships and everything I've learned from that, so thanks.
I want to thank my mom and dad, Chris and Stephanie Walsh. I also want to thank Bliss DeVault, my film professor. I want to thank my siblings, Aislinn and Declan, and my grandma, Carol Hayes, and also my dog, Penny, for helping me get to where I am today.
I just want to say thank you so much to my friends and family, especially my parents, my grandparents, and my aunt. Most importantly, though, thank you to my mother. She's really helped me the entirety of my life, and especially getting to this point.
Thank you to my parents, Father Graham, Dr. Mesher, all my professors, advisors, everyone that I've come across, my best friends and roommates, for pushing me and helping me get to where I am today.
I'd like to thank my mom and my dad, my sisters, my best friends, and all my teachers for all their mentorship and support.
I would like to thank my parents, my amazing friends and roommates, and all of the OT faculty.
I'd really like to thank just all the professors I've had during my course at Xavier. They really have helped me grow intellectually, but also personally, and I think the relationships I've built with them have been really important, as well as all my friends and my family have supported me through my journey through college.
I'd like to thank my family, especially my grandparents, my aunt, uncle, and 2 cousins.
I just want to thank my parents for helping me with everything.
I obviously want to say thank you to my parents, to my roommates at all of the points at my time at Xavier, who have put up with living with me, who have taught me all kinds of different things. I want to say thank you to the staff and the CFJ, who have encouraged me to grow in all kinds of different ways. I want to say thank you to my professors.
I'd like to thank the Xavier community for making a great 4 years. All my professors and faculty have been great. My advisor especially, Linda Schoenstedt, has been a great mentor for me and has allowed me to set myself to succeed down in life. I'll never forget my time here, and go X.
I just want to say thank you to my mom and dad, my sisters and my friends that I've made here. They've been a big part of why I've been able to succeed, and so I'm very thankful for them.
I want to say a big thank you to my mom and my dad. Obviously, I wouldn't be here without them. They really supported me through the past 4 years. Same with my brother and my sister.
Of course I miss them, but I'm happy that they've supported me through this, and I want to say thank you to all the friends that I've had and made here too.
I want to thank my Aunt Vaughn. God bless these two individuals, my little brother Stephen, rest in heaven him, and rest in heaven to my grandfather. They both succumbed to illnesses before I got my degree, and these two individuals helped push me. I'd like to thank all 6 of my children, and I also like to thank my wife, because without her and everything, I wouldn't be here and be what I am today. It's been a long 5-year journey from 3 different institutions, riding up and down highways, everything like that. Sometimes just was so tired I slept in the car. To be here with all these other individuals, I would like to call them my colleagues, is a blessing, and I hope everybody enjoys the moment. We just came out of the pandemic and all those different things. This is a celebration, and may everybody have a good one.
I want to thank my family first and foremost, my mom and dad, my sister, and all my friends and all the people that have helped me through my time here at Xavier.
I'd like to thank my mom and my dad, my younger brother, and all of my family. They've been huge motivators and supporters in everything that I've done. I want to thank all of my teammates. They made my 4 years here at Xavier the best, and all of my professors that helped push me to really get through everything.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank my parents for always supporting me and, having my back throughout this entire process. I feel like everything that I'm accomplishing and everything that I'll become, it's going to be thanks to them. I also want to thank my professors because they've always believed in me from the start, and they've pushed me to excellence all the time. So I really want to thank them, and I do also think that when I go and do great things, it's really going to be thanks to them and thanks to my parents.
Thank you to my mom and dad, my little brother, and my little sister and my older sister, and then I also want to thank my coaches and my teammates and my professors.
I want to first thank both my parents, my mom and my dad, for believing in me and giving me the opportunity to transfer to Xavier, and just my entire family in general, and my professors as well for helping me after graduation and just building that relationship with me.
I just really want to thank my parents for all the support that they had through this journey of college.
I want to thank my family, especially my parents. They've been by my side from freshman year all the way through to my senior year.
I want to thank my family, especially my mom and my dad, who have supported me the whole way through, as well as my teammates have made it such a fun experience, and my coaches and professors who have really pushed me to be the best version of myself.
I would like to give a thanks to my family, more specifically my mom and my dad especially, both inside and out of school, for making me the person I am today. The advice, support, and everything. I thank my professors as well.
Thank you to my parents for always supporting me, my mom and Jason, and my dad as well. You guys were always there for me, and you supported my dreams and helped me get through college, and it's great.
I'd like to thank my entire family for supporting me all the way through all 4 years and just having my back no matter what.
I'd like to say thank you to my family, but especially my mom and dad. Thank you for pushing me to continue college for all 4 years.
I want to say thanks to my parents for letting me make it this far, and thanks to my friends who helped me out in school.
I just want to thank my parents and my siblings for supporting me and letting me go this far away from home.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for all of your help and for believing in me and making me always feel like I can follow my dreams. Thank you to my professors who have always believed in me and encouraged me to pursue a higher education and, even go on to grad school. And thank you to my roommates who have helped me have such a great and fun last senior year.
First off, I want to thank my parents, because without them, I wouldn't be here. I came a long way out here, and it was a really good opportunity. And without my parents and my sister supporting me and being there for me, like all my 4 years, I wouldn't really know what I would do. So, thank you. Thank you, my parents and my sister.
I want to thank my mom and dad for this education.
I want to say thank you to my parents. Even though my father has passed away, he's always been my inspiration. So I want to say thank you for them. And I want to say thank you to my mom for always being there, for all the late night cries before exams and everything. She was always there for me. So thank you.
I just want to say thank you to all of the staff and professors at Xavier for making this place my home. Thank you to all my friends that have made Xavier my family, and thank you to all of my family and friends that have helped me and supported me throughout my undergrad and have encouraged me to pursue grad school. I'm so grateful for Xavier and everything that it's brought into my life.
But I just want to thank God for getting me to this point. My mom and dad, Doug and Teresa Rusher, along with my grandparents, Nancy, Rochelle, and Ruth Rusher as well. And then my brother and my girlfriend Faith for hanging in there with me throughout this whole process. And then obviously all my friends and family for supporting me during this time, because I know these past 2.5 years were busy, so but I made it through, and I just want to thank all of you guys. I love you guys.
I just want to thank everybody at the Xavier community for making my experience what it was. It was a really good experience. I want to thank my parents, most definitely, for allowing me to come here and providing me with the necessities to make it through. And I just want to thank all my professors as well. Shout out to Professor Mariani. He stuck with me through the whole way, and I really wouldn't be able to be here without him as well. So yeah.
I would like to thank my professors, especially Dr. Oberding, Dr. Kropp, and Dr. Shainstedt, for not only uplifting and empowering me as a student, but as a woman in the sport industry. And I'd also like to thank my friends for bringing so much joy over the past 4 years and establishing some of the most sincere relationships that I have. And of course my family too, my brothers Garrett, Tommy, and Ryan, for being the comedic relief I've always needed through my stressful times. And of course my mom and dad, for all the love and support. You guys are the most gratifying aspects of my life, and I'm glad you can be here today.
I'm going to thank my parents first for supporting me through everything. Then I'm going to thank my friends, because I transferred here, and without the Xavier community and the friends that I made, I wouldn't be standing here right now. And I got a lot of boys to thank, a lot of girls to thank. It's been a great ride.
Thank you to all of my friends and family. Thank you to all of the crazy nights that I will cherish with me forever. And just anyone who supported me along the way.
I have a lot of people I would like to thank, especially my family and friends, but most importantly, my dad, who also went here. And in the past 4 years, I get to carry on his legacy.
I just want to thank all the great professors here who have helped me really become the person I am today. Definitely my friends that I've met along the way. I've met lifelong friends that I'll cherish for the rest of my life. And then, of course, my parents, who I couldn't have done any of this without, who just helped me throughout the whole process, and I just couldn't thank them enough, and I love them.
Thank you to the Xavier community for making this 4 years a great ride. Learned a lot. Grew a lot. Special shout out to the village that raised me. You know who you are. Special shout out definitely to my mom. Played 2 roles for me growing up. I would not be the man I am today without her, so special thanks to her.
I would like to thank a couple teachers. I would like to thank Dr. Sonatog in psychology for helping me to discover my love of research. Dr. Hooker in the health sciences department for helping me to find my path towards medicine again, and my family and my friends for supporting me every step of the way.
I just want to take a moment to thank my family, my mentors, and my colleagues for supporting me all along this way. I could not have done this without you.
Opportunities that they've given me, and to my parents and my family for always supporting me in my endeavors and allowing me to get to this point.
Thank you so much to my parents for supporting me through this, and thank you to the fencing team. You've been my family on campus. I'm gonna miss you guys a lot.
Oh, thank you, Grandma. You are my heart and soul. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for providing this opportunity to be here. Thank you so much.
I want to say thank you to my family, my parents for always supporting me in every opportunity, to my teachers who have always wanted me to go farther and to do more, and to my friends who have helped me to be the best person that I can possibly be.
I'd like to thank my family, my parents, my sisters, my grandma, my Sitti, for always supporting me in everything I did, whether it was through the arts and theater or through politics and knocking on doors and spending those endless days out in the sun. The support really got me to where I am today.
I want to thank my professors, Dr. Susie Allen and Dr. Debbie Van Kyken, and the host of all the rest of them. Those are the two that I just work closely with. And my whole cohort. It's been like a family. We've been close, crying with each other, cheering each other on, rooting for each other. So I want to thank all you guys this was a team. We made it happen, and we're here. Yay!
I'd like to thank my parents specifically. I'd also like to thank the entire Health Services Administration Department and Dr. Rick Brown and Dr. Eileen Alexander for bringing great support over my 4 years here.
First and foremost, I want to thank my parents for being fantastic role models and really pushing me to always strive for success and always do my best. I want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Gregg and Teresa Acton for introducing me to Xavier University and bringing me to my first basketball game here. Obviously wouldn't have made that decision without coming here, so it's really great. And just want to thank the accounting department for doing a great job preparing me for the future.
Thank you very much to my parents for setting me up for this awesome opportunity and always being there for me in my 4 years. Thank you to my friends who I've been able to make great memories with, and my professors who have given me all the challenges in the classroom to prepare me for the workforce.
I would like to thank my mom, my dad, and a big thank you to my grandparents for supporting me and being there every step of the way. I would like to thank all my professors who were there, and I would like to thank the Xavier community for welcoming me into their home and making it one of the best 4 years of my life.
I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me and loving me throughout this journey, as well as my friends who were so supportive and the rest of my family as well. I'd also especially like to thank Dr. CJ and Dr. Mills for being super supportive staff during my time at Xavier.
Thank you to my parents and to the rest of my family members for all their support and encouragement through this journey, and thank you also to the CFJ staff members for providing really enriching and nourishing experiences throughout the past 4 years.
Thank you to my friends and family who have supported me on this journey, especially thank you to my parents and to my brother.
I just want to thank my parents and my family members and all the supportive faculty and staff at Xavier. It's really been a great experience here.
I would like to thank my mom and dad for all the support over the past 4 years and, the whole 22 years, and my brothers as well, and then the whole OT department here, my whole cohort and all of the professors for all of their amazing support and guidance.
I would like to thank my parents for always supporting me, and my sisters, and of course the whole support system that I have back at home, my family, my friends, my church, and just the whole community. Thank you so much.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad and my siblings for all of their love and advice and millions of phone calls, and all of my friends for all of their support.
I just want to say thank you to my parents for the constant support that they've given me over the last 21 years and helping me decide to go to college and to go to Xavier, and helping me as I look forward into the world to make a difference.
I just want to thank my family and friends for always being there for me whenever I needed them, and to just remind me that it's all going to pay off someday, and I just really appreciate that. Thank you.
I'd like to thank my parents. Thank you for everything over these last 4 years. I couldn't have done it without your support. And I'd also like to thank all the professors that I've had these last 4 years and my friends that I've met along the way.
I'd like to thank my parents for helping me through college. I wouldn't have made it without you. And I'd like to thank my sister and my brother who've always been there for me. And of course, all the friends I've made here at Xavier. I know you're going to be with me a lifetime.
I'd like to thank my parents, my friends, and my professors.
Huge thank you to my parents, my entire family, and biggest thank you to Dr. Wagner. If it wasn't for you, my favorite professor at Xavier, I would not be standing here today. So,
big shout out to my dad. Thanks for being my rock. And then of course my mom and Jill.
I'd like to thank my parents, all my siblings, all of my professors, and of course my friends who have helped me get through all of the 4 years here.
I would like to thank my parents for supporting me through this, and my siblings as well as my 3 best friend roommates for supporting me through 2 rough years.
I'd like to thank my parents for convincing my brother to come out before me so that I could also make Xavier my home.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank my husband Mike for his unwavering support. He has done so many meals and cleaned so many days of our house and laundry and just been so helpful. And I want to thank my sons Nathan and Michael and my parents.
I would like to thank my dad for always being there for me and supporting me, and my mom as well for always being my shoulder to cry on when I was stressed about a test or not being able to have enough time for everything, and then my sister for always being there when I needed cheering up or a person to talk to in times of need.
I'd definitely like to thank my parents and the rest of my family for supporting me along the way, both financially and with any hardships, and just being there for the exciting moments and the hard times. I'd also like to thank my friends a lot for making it an enjoyable experience along the way.
I'd like to thank my parents and my sister and my best friend who's standing over there. And I'd like to thank my professors, especially Cheryl Johnson. She's been really great, and Ron Springman, and all of the roommates I've had, because they've all been great and I love them all.
I'd like to thank my parents for being so supportive. I'd like to thank my best friend, who is here with me, for introducing me to Xavier, because she already went here before I transferred here. And I'd like to thank Dr. Wagner and my research partners I've had along the way through classes, and everyone who's made this a great experience.
I would like to thank my mom, my stepdad, my dad, and my stepmom, and all of my friends who have been through Xavier with me.
I'd like to thank my mom, dad, my friends, and family for bringing me here at Xavier. And I'm so thankful for all the experiences I've had, especially with my professors and the experience they've given me in terms of research.
I would like to thank both of my parents and my sister. And I definitely want to thank Domino's Cheesy Bread for getting me through some really hard times.
I'd thank my parents just for teaching me to be open-minded and to do whatever I wanted to do, and especially want to thank my grandparents. I also really want to thank my sisters.
I would just thank everyone who I have worked with in these 4 years, because I would not be here without them.
I would like to thank my parents, obviously, for allowing me to branch out and to be my best self. Coming out to Xavier was a big risk for all of us, and it's something that I will appreciate for the rest of my life. I would also like to thank my brothers, big inspiration for what I do, the things I do. And then I would also like to thank the analytics department, along with my friends that have helped me through the past 4 years. Couldn't have done it without you.
I would like to thank my parents, Ann and Michael Rieger, and I would also like to thank my older brother, Will, since without them, I would not have the support system in place that I would have needed to get through 4 years in a different place.
I just want to thank my parents, my family, and my roommates for helping me get where I am today.
I want to thank my parents initially for giving me the opportunity to come to Xavier and give me the life I have. I want to thank my friends for building my character around me and helping me get through everything I had to get through. And I want to thank my grandparents as well for giving my parents the opportunity to live their life, to give them the opportunity to let me live my life.
I want to first thank my mom for always being there through everything. She's my rock, my world. And I also want to thank my family for always being there every step of the way. It really takes a village, and I wouldn't be here without any of them.
I'd like to thank Mom, Dad, Danielle, Artie, all my friends. You guys have all been there for me the last 4 years. Countless chances. You guys really mean a lot to me, and I want to thank you guys so much for helping me get across the finish line.
I'd like to thank my parents and my brothers and all the friends I've made here at Xavier to help me get along these past 4 years and keep me strong and keep my head straight.
I would love to thank everybody in the graduate reading program. All the professors were amazing. My cohort of teachers, they were amazing. I'd love to thank my family, my daughters, for having the patience while I was in and out of the house going to class, and my students for putting up with me while I was going to school. Thank you all. This has been really, really fabulous.
I would like to thank my parents for allowing me the opportunity to attend Xavier University. I would like to thank my friends for letting me have a great time with them and including me when I knew nobody here.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Maddie. And thank you to all my friends here. Zach, Finn, Jeff especially, Louie.
So first of all, I want to thank God because I don't think I would have made it this far without him. And I also want to thank my parents for trusting me, for sending me to the opposite part of the world. And I want to thank everybody who supported me. And last but not least, I want to thank myself for always believing in me and for putting the hard work. I just want to say thank you to my friends and family for supporting me through these last 4 years. I honestly couldn't have done it without you.
I'd like to thank my parents and my sister especially for getting me through undergrad and graduate school, and I'd really like to thank Dr. Nancy Matre.
I want to thank my family, my mom, my sisters, my dad, and all my friends I've met here and all my friends back home. Everyone's played such a big part in my time here, and as my growth as a man, I just want to thank everyone out there that's been there throughout my path.
I would like to thank my parents and then all my other family and all my friends. I couldn't have done it without you guys.
So first, I'd like to thank my parents, my mom, my dad. They've been someone who's been behind my education from day one. And I'd also like to thank Jason Clodier, my recruiter from the Massachusetts area. Really put me onto the school. Man, walking out of that interview really set it apart, and I knew that's where I wanted to be.
I want to thank my family, of course, my mom, my dad, for supporting me all the way. I want to thank the physics staff and employees for dealing with my troubles and helping me out through my grades. And I want to thank the Mangat family for taking me in as one of their own.
A huge thank you to my mom because she has gotten me through this with everything that's happened within the past 4 years. She has been my rock.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad because they've got me through this entire process. They've definitely been putting up with me for very long, and I would like to thank my grandmas and just my family in general because they've been a great help in my whole college career.
I want to thank my whole entire family. They've been very supportive of me throughout the whole 4 years that we've been here. And I just love each and every one of them so much. And I also want to thank my best friends in the whole entire world, my whole friend group.
I would like to thank my parents and my mother for always believing in me and supporting me and pushing me to do my best, even if I wanted to give up. And my friends, like all my friends, my best friends who've always supported me, been there for me, made awesome memories with me. I wouldn't want it any other way, so thank you all.
I have a really great support system. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my late mother, whose one of her final wishes was for me to graduate with a 4-year degree. Although I have moved at a slower pace, we have got it done. And so this is for you, Mommy. And I'd like to thank my entire family and all of my friends for all of their support over these last 20 years.
I'd love to thank my family, especially my mom, my dads, and my brothers, and everybody else who got me to this point.
I want to thank my mom, my dad, and my sister for just really being there my entire life to support me. My extended family, my friends here at Xavier, the Center for Faith and Justice who have helped me grow so much, Office of Residence Life for helping me grow as a resident assistant, and then also just my Xavier nursing family because we all carried each other through this. So
I just want to say thank you to my friends, my family, for supporting me on this long educational journey. It's not over, but we're getting started and I'm excited. Thank you.
I'd like to thank both my parents. They've helped me a lot. I'd like to thank my grandparents who've always been supportive of me. And I'd like to thank my brother and sister for keeping me grounded throughout all of this year and throughout my entire college career.
I would like to give a special thanks to the Xavier Veterans Center, Brad, even though he's not here anymore,
I want to say thank you to my brothers for also supporting me.
Old directors of the Veterans Center,
thank you to
and a big thanks to all the current staff. Without them, I don't think I'd be in the spot that I am today, so big thank you to the Student Veterans Center at Xavier.
Thank you.
I'd like to give a special thanks to my family for always supporting me, in particular my mother, my father, and my brother. You guys have been the world to me.
I want to thank my parents and my friends for all the support that I've been given the past 4 years.
I would love to thank my family for supporting me through all 4 years and all my years of school. Mom, Dad, Annika, Carlin, Trace, thank you for your forever continuing support. Thank you to my friends. And thank you to Dave for always supporting me and for all the people to come.
Definitely thank you to my mom, my dad, my sister. Absolutely amazing support system. And then my grandparents, aunt and uncle. They've just been fantastic, always ready to help me with anything I need.
I would thank my family, specifically my parents and my brothers, for all of their continuous support and their love. I would thank my friends from here that I've made and from back home that I've kept. And I just would thank them all for all their continuous support and the support to come.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad, Mike and Jenny, for pushing me to do things that I enjoy. I'd like to thank my brother Andy and my best friend Charlie for always being there when I needed them.
I want to thank my friends, all my friends that I've met here, and my parents for helping me out.
I would like to thank my mom, obviously, my friends here at Xavier, my roommates, and especially the psychology department and the biomedical department here at Xavier. They're very supportive of people in general, and they're tell you how it is.
I want to say thank you to my grandparents, especially my grandmother. I want to say thank you to my mom, my dad, everybody who has helped me along the way. My mentor, who's really helped me, achieve a lot of my goals, both here at Xavier and after graduation, and the people at my church who have always supported me and been there for me.
Definitely my family, my parents and my younger brother who have supported me through a lot. I also want to thank the entire sport department, especially Dr. Shainstead and Dr. Olberding, the two most supportive people throughout my 4 years. And then definitely the Department of Recreational Sports. That's been my home away from home. I've lived in that office, I've cried in that office from O'Connor to the Hub. It definitely changed me as a person and made me who I am today, so definitely want to thank all of them.
I would like to thank first my parents, they are amazing. Second, I would like to thank the education department at Xavier, especially Mary Lisa Vertuca. She's been my academic advisor as well as my student teaching supervisor, so she's been through it all with me. And finally, I'd like to thank all my friends at Xavier. They have really helped my experience be the best it can be.
I would like to thank my family for supporting me through this journey. I would also like to thank the psychology department. There's some super awesome faculty and staff there that work really hard. And finally, I'd like to thank the Center for Faith and Justice because I wouldn't be who I am without them.
I'd like to thank my friends and the biology department here at Xavier. They definitely helped me a lot, and especially my advisor. The most I would like to thank is my family and my sister. They got me through these 4 years and showed me what my goals could do for me.
I'd like to thank both my parents and my brother, as well as all my friends and the rest of my family that have helped me to get to this point. I'd also like to thank all my friends, the people that I'm lucky enough to call my brothers to this day. Without you guys, I don't know where I'd be, so thank you.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for helping me be here and get here. Your love and showing me what it means to sacrifice and work hard is what helped me come to this day. Granny and Buddy for always being there for me, and Jake, and just all of my psychology professors here for instilling the passion that I have for psychology for my future.
I'd like to thank both my parents and my grandparents for supporting me along this journey. Not only have you stood by me during the hard times, but also the great times as well, and I couldn't be where I am without you. To my sisters, Allie and Emily, thanks for being here and loving me and supporting me. We did it.
I'd like to thank my parents, my mom and my dad, who helped me pay for all of this and encouraged me throughout the journey, and I'd also like to thank my best friend Rachel and Christopher.
I'd like to thank my parents, and I'd also like to thank the entire accounting department. Every professor I've interacted with there has been amazing, and you have made my journey here at Xavier really special, so thank you.
I want to thank my parents, my sister, and anyone who was really a part of my journey. So many people have helped me accomplish this great goal, so I want to thank everyone, really.